lesson is found in Judges 13-16. The people were disobedient to God, so he allowed them to be under the Philistine control for 40 years. There was a man named Manoah, and his wife could not have children. An angel of the Lord came to her and told her that she has not had any children, but she would have a son. She is not to drink wine, and she is not to eat unclean meat. They were not permitted to shave the baby's head because he would be a Nazirite. The baby would be the person to save the Israelites from the Philistines. She told her husband of the angel's visit, and Manoah asked God to help them do the right things for the baby that would be born. Manoah and his wife had the baby boy, and they named him Samson. When Samson was grown up, he saw a woman in Timnah and told his parents that he wanted her for a wife. They wanted Samson to marry someone from their own people, and not a Philistine. But Samson said he wanted to marry her. Samson went with his parents to the vineyards at Timnah and was surprised when a lion came roaring at him. Samson tore the lion apart with his bare hands. He was able to talk to the woman that he wanted to marry. And when he left, Samson went back to see the dead lion, and there was a swarm of bees inside of it. He put his hands in and ate some of the honey, and took some of the honey to his parents. But Samson did not tell them what he had done to the lion. Samson's father went to talk to the woman, and Samson held a feast. Samson married her, but she betrayed Samson. During the feast, Samson told his 30 groomsmen a riddle that they had to solve in 7 days. The men told Samson's new wife that they would burn her and her family if she didn't tell them the answer to the riddle. She begged Samson for the answer, and Samson told her the answer to the riddle. Then she told the groomsmen. Samson was very angry. With God's help, he killed 30 Philistines, took their clothes, and gave them to the groomsmen as payment for guessing the riddle. Samson was still angry with her, but went to her house to see her. But her father wouldn't let Samson see her. Her father said she had been given to someone else for a wife because he thought Samson hated her. Samson retaliated by catching 300 foxes. He took 2 foxes at a time, put them tail to tail, and put a torch between the tails. Samson lit the torches, and the foxes ran through the grain fields, burning up the grain. They also ran through the vineyards and olive groves. The Philistines found out and burned Samson's wife and her father to death. Samson fought back by killing a lot of people, and the Philistines went looking for Samson to arrest him. Men from the tribe of Judah asked the Philistines, "Why are you here?" And they replied that they were looking for Samson. There were 3,000 men from Judah that went to the rock cave at Etam where Samson was hiding and resting. They told Samson that they were there to arrest him and turn him over to the Philistines. Samson told them he would go with them as long as they weren't going to kill him. They tied him up with 2 new ropes. When they arrived at Lehi, the Philistines ran toward Samson. The ropes on Samson's arms fell off, and he picked up a fresh jawbone from a donkey. Samson killed 1,000 men with the jawbone. Samson threw down the jawbone and cried to God, "You have delivered me, and now am I to die of thirst?" God split the hollow place in Lehi, and Samson drank the water and received his strength back. Samson became a judge for Israel for 20 years.